we live though? Are we truly live? Oh my god. Yeah, I guess it's morning, isn't it? Shit. I managed to get a sleep and I was like, wow, finally I'm fixing my sleeping schedule. Finally I'm able to go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning like quote unquote normal people. And what happens is that my cat starts meowing at the door. And I'm like, okay, I lock it in the hallway. Because if it gets in the room, it's going to start tugging on the drapes, it starts going to make noise, it's going to wake me up. So. And I lock it in the hallway, and what my cat does is it starts to open the doors all the way to the bedroom. Fuck. It's horrible. Having a smart cat, it's really annoying. But anyway, I'm going to play some Jedi now. Also, as usually, I'm starving. Many buckets. I'm going to be honest, this is one of the most enjoyable games I have played since, I guess since The Witcher. No, since God of War. I'm not comparing it to God of War. God of War is better. But it's a game I'm really enjoying. I mean, it's been such a long time where I'm not playing the game. And I'm thinking like, oh, I feel like I should play that game a little bit now. Oh no, this cat is smart and strong. It's I feed it very well actually. In fact, I feed my cat better than I eat myself, so. Yeah, The Witcher 3 is best. But what I'm saying is that since that game, I've only enjoyed God of War. And after God of War, I would say that this is another game that I've personally enjoyed playing. It's really good. Favorite moments? Yeah, I got a couple. When you go into the AT&T was a really cool thing. When you finally free the Wookiees, the combat is really great. Like you get to fight a lot of stormtroopers and one of those robots and an AT&T at the end. So. Okay, so apparently I can just leave that thing alone. I don't have to fight it now. And another thing that I like is the planets, like the environment they made for the different planets. Like this planet is so different than anywhere else I've been up till now. Where was the robot chicken going? Oh. Oh shit.
A little help, BD? Find something?
Burial parts, blah blah blah. Yeah, it does look like a generic desert planet, but it's different than the other planets you've been on. Free money because money I work for is reserved for politics. Well, think about it. If you purchase a Gucci product, you are supporting left-leaning politics. It's quite difficult nowadays to purchase something without supporting some sort of political movement, you know? Bane Black Spider, capable of launching ranged attacks of venomous saliva. Upon death, corpse will emit a toxic acid. What's really interesting is that there's a lot of NGOs which are tax deductible, so companies, in order to virtue signal, will just like give money to the AFD or something like that. So basically, you purchase from that company, and you might support something that you agree or disagree with. And if you agree, that's fine. You know, keep supporting it. If you disagree, then you have a problem. Shit. Oh my god, this is actually quite hard. The reason it's hard is if you get hit twice, you're dead.
I owe you one.
And once these things die, they create this area of denial effect where you can't walk over the acid that they spew, so... Yeah, you can block anything that's not red in this game. So you can block acid attacks. Shit. Yeah, I'm playing on Grandmaster difficulty, and it makes the game feel like Dark Souls. Like 2 hits, you're dead. Parry window is very small.
Hey, BB, what's this? Yes. Let's take a look.
The only thing I don't like is the loot system, I guess. I mean, I'm not excited that I find any of these things. They should give you some damage bonus or, you know, some experience or something. It's just like, okay, you got a new way to customize your lightsaber, but look how tiny the lightsaber is. It's like you barely get to see it. Jesus, Miz, control yourself. Don't soil my channel with your impurity. So this thing grows in dry rocky areas. Air is filled through its filaments, which traps dust and bacteria. Once filtered, the filaments contract to look like to lock clean air inside, creating a humid environment where the thingy can absorb a small amount of water. All right. Yeah, there's dust in it. The ginger's organs. Yeah, like, isn't he really thin? I did play the Star Wars Battlefront 2, its campaign, but I didn't, you know, focus on the multiplayer. The campaign was serviceable. I can't say good, but I can't say it was terrible either. It was like, meh, I guess. Shit, which way? I thought it's this way, but maybe force push. Nope. Okay. Well, guess I'm going the wrong way. Last night on the public channel, I learned everyone in Gamergate is alt-right. Yeah, man. I think Sargon, he has a Google alert for Gamergate, and every single day it's going up because there's another journalistic outlet talking about it. Like, they really hate Gamergate. They really despise it because I don't think they wanted to throw their hand in 2014 because they didn't have like complete control over the industry, over the geek industry, which is an industry of billions of dollars. I mean, what people need to understand about progressives, and people like Anita Sarkeesian. For a while I thought that they're just trying to push an ideology, but the more I think of it, I don't think that's the case. I generally don't think that these people really want to see the world that they want to create. I think it's all about getting money and getting their friends and their hack friends in positions where they can get money. It's more like over-racketing thing. Like, look at what Anita Sarkeesian did to CD Projekt Red, right? One year, she goes on and says how Witcher is sexist and Witcher doesn't depict black women and blah, 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 blah. And then a couple of years later, she's like, oh, I heard you have a sexism problem. Why don't you hire me to fix it? And it's like, motherfucker. Because that's the thing, right? They will call you sexist, they will call you racist, they will call you all the isms. And then the solution to that is to have a diversity officer, which is going to hire people that are their friends, that are their acquaintances. They're going to start shilling for each other. I mean, if you look at the esports industry, the game journalists attack Dr. Disrespect in order to get one of their own instead of him, you know? It's like... Wait. No, actually I didn't get a haircut. Like, I went yesterday to get one, and it was full. So, like, I could have been scheduled at 6 p.m. or something, and I was asleep at the time, so I missed my appointment. Hopefully I'll go today.
Now, BD.
I'm not going to shave my head. Why would I shave my head? Would you shave yours? I'm a respectable person. I mean, I generally don't care that I have long hair. Right now I'm just sitting by myself in my house because my girlfriend is studying for the medical exam, and most of my friends aren't in my town. They left the country to work abroad, so yeah, kind of lonely, which is why I'm taking depression pills. And doesn't really matter that, you know, I don't have a haircut because no one is going to see me except you guys. Okay, that's where the big guy is. I think I might have to kill the big guy. Oh, here we go.
That's not moving.
Leaving the country, like, first of all, I would have to leave my parents and my relatives and even the few friends that I still have, which are in different cities. So I have to leave them behind. I have to leave my girlfriend behind as well. And life is a lot more expensive if you go somewhere else. And besides, like, where would I go, you know? So not really happy of the idea of leaving. I mean, I guess I could come to England, but life there is quite expensive. Go to America. Do you even understand how difficult that would be for me? First of all, the plane ticket is incredibly expensive. And then how do you get citizenship when you're in America? You know, I wouldn't want to go someplace and be illegal. It's not only the fact that it's wrong, which it is, but it's also the fact that what if someone, you know, like in 10 years, elect someone like worse than Donald Trump won immigration, and then I have to go back, and it's like, okay, go back to Romania and do what? Like, you probably sell your house when you leave. I mean, if I were to get American citizenship, yeah, that would be nice. I actually really like America. Oh, and American culture.
Door stims.
Shit. I would hate Canada. I mean, the level of police state they're building there is insane. Man, like seeing that woman with osteoporosis being dragged by Trudeau's goons was just harrowing. And honestly, Canada like has that court of human rights, which has like a 99.9% conviction rate. The only person that didn't get convicted at the court of human rights is Jessica Yaniv, right? Her complaint. That's the only one that didn't get processed. Isn't California now that place where they have shit on the street and they have like an entire brown mop? Man, if I slow him down, how he can still get pissy with me? Hey, this is what I don't get. Like, I slow him down, and when I approach him, he starts flailing like crazy. Dude, I would hate Russia. It is not the people or the fact that I don't know the language. It's the fact that I would have to go to a place that's far colder than Romania. Really, in Death Stranding, the level where I went, you could only throw with piss, I don't know, and blood. Every single goddamn Romanian goes to Italy. Yeah, warm places are nice. I generally hate the cold winter here. And it's not just the feeling of cold, it's the money you pay for heating. Like, heating is killing people. Legitimately, you're paying so much during the winter. Well, Arsh died here. Whoa! Yeah, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. So you have to dodge and then hit him a couple of times and... The thing with England that worries me is Islam, to be honest. There was an invitation by Lord Pearson to have a conversation with the Islamic leaders so that they will say, well, you know, we're not going to be disrespectful towards Jews and Christians and atheists if we ever become majority in some cities. They won't do it. They legitimately won't do it. And it's like, okay. No, if I were to go, I would go to Scotland. I kind of like the mountains, and you guys have some really cool scenic places there. Though Scotland is also becoming far left, so I don't know. So, if I dodge his flailing attack, he can become red and hit me before I get out of the dodge animation. Jesus Christ, Germany. Holy shit. Yeah, by the way, did you see in England there were some really upset British youth that attacked the Frozen 2 cinema? I'm not risking parrying on Jedi Knight. If I fail 1 second, I'm dead. Like, that thing just one-shots you. The problem is I almost killed it once, but apparently it does one more attack before it dies, and that killed me. Botswana is a nice place, if you think about it. Japan is also nice. You might get a lot of Japanese ladies there, considering that Japanese men don't want to have sex. They just lock themselves in in their bedroom and they don't come out anymore. Yeah, I think I got the hang of it. Shit.
Door stim. BD, here.
There we go. I knew I could do it. Yeah, apparently you should parry this. Rendered in Legend as the Scourge of Dathomir. Deadly thingy is an agile and highly aggressive alpha predator. Its carnivorous appetite and relentless pursuit of prey makes it a deadly foe to nearly all other life forms. Powerful arms allow it to traverse terrain, diverse and unparalleled methods, blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh, come on. Heavy striking costs force. On Jedi Master, you can only use force powers once or twice. You know what? The only thing that I find funny about this, just these things in submission. A lot of people kept, you know, complaining about Romanians, and every time you look in the news, it's like you see a gypsy, right? It's like Romanian went and robbed some store in Britain, and you look in the news and it's a gypsy. And it's like every single time it's like Romanian pickpocketers, blah blah blah. And now I look at Britain, and it's like British youths with machetes. It's like, how does it feel? How does it feel? Don't like that shit, do you? I don't have any more stim packs full. I don't really like this planet. It looks like a labyrinth, like a maze. Like, I generally don't know where I've been before. I know I have a map, but I'm too lazy to use it. Yeah, Romanians had bad reputation in the UK, and every time you look at someone that did something bad, 9 out of 10 times it was a gypsy. And I'm saying this because I saw the news in my country, right? And it's like, well, okay. How does it feel when a certain ethnic part of your country commits crimes and then people blame your country as a whole? Yes, Sadiko, what is it? Yeah, I know, I dodged the acid thingy. Oh, come on! How am I supposed to... They're not going to come down here, are they? Is Arch that bad? What did it do? Of course. Out of reach. I'm not hating on my fellow gypsies. They're still Romanian people. I just wish they would want to integrate. Like the gypsies that want to integrate, they do fine. But they have these purity laws, they call them, where they forbid marriage, like outside a gypsy clan. They don't really mingle with other people. They don't even get ID cards, some of them. So if you live in a country and you refuse to, you know, like the expression "when in Rome, do what the Romans do" is actually considered racist now for some reason. But it's not like the ethnicity that makes a person the way they are. It's like the culture. Because again, like there are gypsies that don't follow these purity laws, and they're doing fine. My girlfriend is not a gypsy. Oh god, I have to take care of this again. Shit. Oh my god, the reason I hate this planet the most is because I genuinely do not know which way to go and where I've been before. When in Rome, do as the Vandals do, eh? It's not that I wouldn't date a gypsy woman. I mean, if she's hot and I like her, why not? But they would probably not be allowed to date me, so. They don't have caravans here, by the way. I think that's an American thing. I don't know if gypsies share their pits, but you could ask them. Oh yeah, it would definitely be like a shotgun wedding. Like, cheating on her is definitely out of the question. No, shit.
Stim BD! Help BD!
Oh god. Why do we get such big loading times? Yeah, I don't think I could date a communist or a socialist. First of all, they uglify themselves, like they go against the beauty standards, and when you go against the beauty standards, you stop being beautiful. So, I genuinely think I could do better with like a. Oh, not even that. Like I'm thinking like a National Socialist woman, you know. But even those would be difficult. Like they wouldn't try anything that's fun. They would be hyper conservative, I guess. But it would still be more tolerable than a communist woman. Jesus fucking Christ. Listen to the chat speaking nonsense. Just avoid the creature. I mean, just avoid the creature. The creature needs to perish. Whoever told me from the chat to avoid the creature, this is why you're bad at video games. This is why you're not getting good. You need to take the challenge over and over until you do it. Yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing. I could probably deal with a hyper-Christian woman. I could probably deal with a Muslim woman. But I don't think I could ever have a relationship with a communist woman. Like, it's the only thing that I really wouldn't like.
Not feeling so great, BD.
Hell, I would even go out with a thought. I actually like thoughts. I'm not really that not into them. Usually when you get a thought, she doesn't really have a lot of things that she likes. Like, she usually goes with the flow. She's very, you know, pop culture, like NPC-like. And it's very easy to get her to try new things and experiment if she likes it. Yeah, buy bathwater. You know, the thing with the bathwater is that it legitimately is going to keep your virginity intact. Like, imagine you're such a desperate dude that you're buying bathwater, right? And then you finally, after a couple of months or years, you manage to get a girlfriend and you invite her over. And she finds the bathwater and asks the question, like, what is this? How are you going to explain it to her? How are you going to say what that thing is? And why is there? My favorite joke is like people are getting herpes from drinking Daphne's bathwater. Oh, come on, really? That was quite...
I'm glad you're here, BD.
difficult to sense. Well, you know, you kind of forget that you have it, and plus...
Night sister, practicing her craft.
Besides, if you spend like $40 for it, would you throw it away? You know? What? Belle Daphne is in jail? What did she do? What got her arrested? I generally don't know. God damn it, which way should I go? I don't think they arrest people for being a car. She vandalized a friend's car. Why did she vandalize a friend's car? Hey, enter the fray. Oh, you can interrupt me whenever you want, you sexy hunk. So why did she vandalize her friend's car? Because, you know, like, women are so weird. Like, in Romania, there's this case where I keep wanting to make a video on my main channel, but I always get sidetracked. And I told you about this before, but, like, a 13-year-old girl got her male friends to rape a 15-year-old girl because the 15-year-old girl stole the 13-year-old girl's boyfriend. And it's like, what? You hear about it, and that's literally how you go. It's like, what? Meh. The friend kidnapped her hamster. Why would you kidnap a hamster? Why would you kidnap the... Yeah, and I'm curious, like, how would the feminists treat this, you know? It's like literally the reverse of telling men not to rape. Like, imagine those guys go to the police station and they say, it's like, okay, so why did you rape that girl? It's like, well, my 13-year-old friend asked me to, and the police would like blink and look at it, and it's like, can you give that? Can you give us that in writing, please? It's like her friends kidnapped her hamster. It's like, is that a euphemism? Is that why and even then, like, why would you go vandalize a car for a hamster? Like, Jesus, you know you're going to go to jail while they're going to get away scot-free. It's not illegal to steal a hamster. I mean, it is, but you just pay a fine, you know. God, which way did I go? Alright, so a little bit higher than this. Well, you know, the feminists are half right, like men do control the world, but it's not what I expect. It's like women, until they get to age, I don't know, 25 or so, they do control most of the interactions and in their social circles. And only when men start becoming, some men obviously, not all, become wealthy and gain influence, that they're the ones that control their social circles. PlayStation 5. Will that have more games than this PlayStation, I wonder? Because the thing with the PlayStation, it's like you don't really get that many games that are exclusive. Like, what exactly did we get for PS4? We got God of War. And I think, you know, Uncharted. And that's pretty much it. I don't play Smite. Why do you ask me to play all these weird games that...
PD, top space them.
Full backwards compatibility, so PlayStation 5 will be able to have compatibility with PS3. Because I really want to play the Metal Gear Solid games. It's like, Kojima! I want to see what all the rave is about. I want to see why people are up Kojima's ass so much. I played Spider-Man. My god, the game is fun in the beginning, but it gets so goddamn repetitive towards the middle. And not only that, it's also very social justice-y in some aspects. Wish I could play it to show you. I found it cringe. Why couldn't I do this the first time, huh? Fuck off! Oh, come on.
Alright, PD? Good to hear.
Did it actually survive that shit? Yeah, I think it survived. Oh, so it doesn't have backwards compatibility with PS3. Well, see, that's unfortunate.
A warning?
But, you know, I hope one day I'll be able to play Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh no, I killed it. That's good. Yeah, okay, so this place is taking me back to my ship. Oh, I got a super chat. Hold on, I need to read it out loud. It's from Enter the Fray. So V, I don't like anything about Star Wars, but gameplay-wise, this game looks decent. You think it's possible to enjoy this without being a Star Wars fan? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, it's... Honestly, it's the Dark Souls genre game if you play it on the hardest difficulty. You go around, you kill enemies, you gather experience points. If you die, you lose experience points. You have bonfires where you can save the game and level up. And the combat is very methodical, like, you know, you need to focus on dodging and parrying. So yeah, it's really fun, in my opinion. It's hard. If you get hit twice, you die. It's very similar to the Surge, if you played it. And it's also similar to Prince of Persia. Like yeah, I'm on the highest difficulty.
This place seems abandoned, but...
You
Another ugly woman.
Jedi.
You must be a Night Sister. I had heard you were all dead.
Not all. Dothamir is forbidden to you. Leave at once.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that, but perhaps we could help each other. You see, Easy. I'm not your enemy.
Your actions say otherwise.
Wait, hold on. I'm not here to...
Brothers, an intruder! Move forward! Stop him from moving! You will kill no more of my brothers!
Shit. God damn it!
Kill all our enemies.
So frustrating. No, I can't circumcise you, Jim. I'm sorry. No, I haven't. Why do people ask me to heal when I had no healing left? If you want, you can circumcise me. I heard you need to suck my cock afterwards. Or do you need to be a rabbi in order to do it? I generally do not understand the Americans' fascination with circumcision. It's literally like a fad. Like I even know American women going like, "Oh, I would never sit on an uncircumcised cock." Yes, V is uncut. Only Americans are cut, and Jewish people. Okay, everyone outside of America and outside of the Jewish culture is uncut. Yeah, cleanliness issue. Fuck off. Talmudic magic. What? Muslims get circumcised too? Well, I guess, yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. You can wash under the foreskin. It's a cleanliness issue. Fucking Christ. I mean, if you're, you know, for cleanliness, are you going to cover up your belly button as well?
PD,
You know, get some skin out of your ass and put it in the belly button so that it's more clean. Blech. I fought the monster twice. You don't get anything from killing it. Well, you missed the fact that I'm also hungry and I can't get food. Have I played Horizon Zero Dawn? I actually downloaded it, but I need to finish this game before I move to something else. No, I beat that monster twice, and I could beat it again. It's just that I don't see the point. You're not getting any loot or anything from it.
Finally. Glad
Shut
you
up.
made it back in one piece.
Really?
Hang on.
Where's the saving point? People were saying that Zero Dawn is social justicey. No, I'm fasting with intermittent fasting thingy. It's basically me trying to lose weight. So until 9, I'm not going to eat anything. I don't know when I'll play Life is Tumblr, but right now I'm having fun playing this. See, the thing that I don't get is the irony of it all. When I grew up, I used to be incredibly thin. I was the skinniest kid on the class. Like, if I were to hold all the air in my lungs, I didn't need an X-ray anymore. What the fuck? I wouldn't need an X-ray anymore. I would be able to see everything like that. And then all of a sudden I started getting fatter and fatter. And now I'm like trying to lose weight. But back then I was genuinely like looking for a recipe to gain weight and I couldn't find any. No, I always had Pepsi. Well, that's the thing, I don't eat that much, which is another problem. I mean, I eat once a day, believe it or not. Can I hit it? No, I can't hit it. I can't have consistent eating habits. I don't even have a kitchen right now, so I can't cook at home. I don't have a consistent sleeping schedule, so no. I haven't drank Pepsi in a while though. No, you didn't hit a nerve. And I'm fully aware on the fact that I'm fat, so I'm not going to be the one that's got like, oh, you need to be fat acceptant. You need to think that I am beautiful. I am so beautiful, and you need to be fat like me. There's nothing wrong with being fat. No, I'm not that type of person. I got no money, Mantaho. I'm trying to trying to get furniture for my house right now. I can't even upgrade my computer or get better sound equipment. But the good thing is I finished with the kitchen. I just need to buy a fridge. And then I got one more room and I'm done. Took me a year, but finally.
Help me out.
Why? God damn it.
Could use use a little help, Edie.
I don't think my girlfriend would appreciate if I built the furniture out of pigback chairs. Well, when you renovate an apartment, yeah, you kinda do. Wait, which way again? The only reason I'm getting a haircut is because the hair is starting to drop into my eyes and it's very annoying. I'm never going to check the map, Neomix. Never! I'm playing like classic games used to be played with no map. Oh shit. Maybe I should have checked the map. Ow. I fucking hate this planet. Yeah, being socially awkward is, I think, the #1 reason why men can't get a relationship. By the way, I heard that in the new the new Watchmen TV show, like the OK sign is considered to be racist. I was like, oh god, I need to watch the episode. I think they're just constantly dog whistling to themselves.
BD, stim! BD! Mind helping me out?
I don't think social justice movement will die down because there's too much money being pumped into it. This is why, you know, I don't think the right will win. Just look how much money is literally being poured into social justice. And you also have foreign money coming from places like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Israel. Hey, everyone is banking into social justice, and it's like, yeah, I don't think it's going to go away. The door is locked, by the way. I didn't miss it. No, I didn't hear about Big Puncher. Oh, how am I supposed to take down 3 of them with no health? Fuck off. And I got no force powers on top of that. I don't think it's by China. Like, China has a different brand of cultural influence. It's mostly because it suits corporations. That's the reason. Corporations want cheap labor. Corporations want you to be divorced and have a kid and pay alimony and not see him. They don't like the fact that the employer goes to his house and his wife nags him because he spent extra time at work, or that the corporation invests money in order to brainwash you with corporate culture, and then when you go at home, your wife is trying to, you know, reel you back out. They really don't care. So the social justice fits perfectly, you know? Like feminism pushed the idea of a war between men and women. They don't want men and women to be together. They want diversity because that's cheap labor coming in. And it's really easy for them to build a transgender bathroom or whatever, and at the same time abuse their employers, like not let them actually use a bathroom, like in Amazon, for example. What the fuck is wrong with this jump? Okay. Thank you, Omega. I appreciate that. Oh shit, my phone battery is dying. If I get any super chat, please let me know. Well, it's really weird. Like if you look at Qatar, right? Like they use slaves. Well, a modern version of it. Like if you were to do what Qatar does to foreigners here, you would be arrested for slavery. And yet they have AJ Plus, which is one of the most woke TV networks. Sorry, one of the most woke networks in the West. And you have to ask yourself, like, why are they doing it?
Now, BD.
My god, the strategy, I loved it. I love the AI, like one just places the puddle of acid on the ground and the other pushes you in it. I don't think social justice is a commie plot to destroy the West social cohesion. Like, if you look at the people who are pushing social justice, they make so much money, it's not even funny. Like, if you made that much money, you would be into social justice as well. It's all about getting companies to hire you and your friends. Like, I should make a video where I explain how you're paying taxpayer money for DC Comics and Marvel. Because you have social justice activists in libraries. And they are purchasing Marvel and DC Comics that are failing. And it's like, what? Yeah, they make money from China, but it's not... Like, even if they were like far-right companies, they would still make money from China, you know? Oh my god, yes, I know, it's the Jews are pushing it, ooh. How how do you fix the problem? Huh? Like, what would your solution be to that? Because it's clearly not all of the Jewish people. It's not my neighbor pushing it. You know, honestly, the far right, instead of just saying, oh, the Jews, they would be a lot more effective if they just gave the names of the people that were pushing it.
I need help.
You know what's funny about the Jews? This is what really abuses me. Like, when I was in communism, the reason they hated the Jews is because they bring capitalism. That's literally what they were saying. It's like, we can't promote Jews in positions of power because they bring capitalism. And now the far right is like, oh no, Jews promote communism. It's like, well, make up your fucking mind. Yeah, I mean, the thing when you say, oh, it's the Jews, it means that every single white person that joins an Antifa gang is okay. You know, it's not really his fault. I mean, it's just that he got indoctrinated. It's his betters that pushed him into this. It's just a mindless drone. He doesn't know any better. I mean, this whole thing with the thing that I love the most is like the Jews are responsible for Muslims increasing their numbers in the European Union, right? So the question then would be like, well, why would they do that? Because Islam doesn't like Jews. It's like, well, yeah, but they're just going to leave to Israel. So you're telling me that they want some of the most powerful nations on Earth that have access to nuclear capabilities to be heavily influenced by Islam. The thing with the Jews, by the way, like I watched the other day. Shit.
Help, BD!
Why do you interrupt me at the thing with the Jews? Now I look like an anti-Semite. Fuck you.
BD, here!
Yeah. So as I was saying, in Israel, a couple of days ago, there was this massive protest. I think it was like 2 million Jews protesting, wanting open borders for Israel. I know it's retarded, Alex. There was even like this other thing that I keep telling about, like some right-wing Jewish organization going around to immigrants, giving them brochures. It's like, well, you should go to this guy because he's going to give you shelter. And it's like, wow, really? Yeah. And the guy was an open door policy type of guy, you know, like he wanted open borders. He lived in a big mansion with a big wall. So the right-wing Jews would give pamphlets to immigrants saying, yeah, go to this guy. He's going to get you in. And they would film how the very progressive, totally not racist guy would have his security turn down migrants at the door. Why would I pay Marvel a single cent when you can always sail the 7 seas? The problem is though, Marvel is so horrible I would not even pirate them. My God. Yeah, Jerusalem does seem like a nice place to live. No, I never smoked weed. I actually never did any drugs in my entire life. I didn't even smoke cigarettes. Jesus, what time is it? Oh my God, 3 more hours until I can eat. It's a pain. Well, yeah, alcohol. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a drug. No. All right, I didn't think about alcohol when I said that. Oh, I got a super chat. Why doesn't no one tell me? Shekels from the Democratic People's Republic of New Zealand. Comrade Arden wants to give our prisoner votes. The thing with giving prisoner votes is that it would be considered immoral for politicians to seek the vote of criminals. And secondly, in a prison, you really don't have much privacy. Like, it's very easy for a prisoner to get coerced to vote the correct way, and they don't even have access to information. Like, when you're in a prison, imagine the guy who has the remote channel only wants to put it on CNN News or whatever, you know. Like, it's not. It's not something that I'm proud that my country is allowing, you know, for people in prison to vote. Because when you commit a crime, you lose access to some of your rights. Because, you know, they go like, oh, prisoners are humans, they got rights too. It's like, oh, well, yeah, well, do they have the right of freedom of movement? Or is that restricted? You know? To be honest, I really think prisons were a mistake. I kind of prefer the way people did it in medieval ages. Like, if you committed a crime, you would go to work, you're dead to society. They would put you in a mine or something, you know? Because that's how you get rehabilitation. Right now in prisons, there is no rehabilitation. In fact, people learn how to commit more crimes, get connections to the criminal underworld. Yeah, lashing at the public square, that type of thing, you know? I generally don't think, like, that. I would like to see a study which would show that prisons are actually more effective. And I wouldn't be surprised if prisons are also a communist idea.
Rorstim!
Shortcut unlocked, what? Where is the... Oh, the... Oh, okay. Wow, finally. Whoa. Lol. To be honest, I do blame the New Zealanders for not doing anything. Like really, no one pointed out. It's like, look, the Charlie, sorry, not the Charlie, the what the Christchurch massacre was done by an immigrant. It's like when Australia sends people here, they're not sending our best. It's not a New Zealander that did it. It's your fault. You let him in the country. You should have done background checks. Have you ever thought about learning how to draw? Man, I'm too old. After learning med school, after learning medicine, after learning law school, I just And then learning how to edit and make YouTube videos at the high quality that I'm making it right now.
Right here, BD.
Damn, and I wanted to go like, oh my god, I'm so good. I love the fact that the far left despises the Mandalorian. Like, I generally don't know why. I mean, maybe it's because it's successful and they see that it's going to make a lot of money and they want to get in on the action, you know, like Anita Sarkeesian become an advisor. It's kind of funny, like she's never going to become an advisor. You know, they will never hire her. Even if it comes to that, they will hire someone else. But what I'm really thinking is that the main issue is that they're going to ruin the show. Like, it's going to be really great. Season 1 is going to be amazing. And then you're going to see some, you know, feminist motifs in Season 2. And then it's going to be complete shit by Season 3. You know, the biggest thing that pisses me off is how they ruined the Arrow. Like, Arrow Season 1 was one of the most excellent shows that I have seen. What I mean by this is that you had this guy coming from an island, you know, surviving a shipwreck. There was a little mystery, like what went on the island. His sister was doing drugs, so you know it's because she didn't have any masculine figure in her life, but now her brother is back, so he has to deal with that. His mother was involved in some conspiracy, so you know, like it was really interesting. And then he meets Felicity, which is like this really clever girl working at his company, and he gives her this USB in order to crack some program there that was encrypted. And she does like basic hacker things, you know, she manages to decrypt it. It was a good season. Then by Season 2, his sister starts learning how to kick ass, because that's the only way they know how to ride a strong woman, if she beats someone up. And then Felicity gets into magic hacking, where she goes at a keyboard, does the click-clack, and can turn on and off your light in your house. And it's like, what the fuck is that shit?
Look there. Very well. Brothers, aid me. I'll break your guard, and you. Stop him from moving.
There, why couldn't I do this the first time around?
Stim BD.
Where are their corpses? Sorry about that, chat. I don't know, that night sister looks ugly as fuck. Like, this game doesn't have a single, I'm not even going to say beautiful, but like a single medium looking woman. Captain what's her name? Captain Janeway is an example of a strong woman. Like, Captain Janeway would never manage to beat someone in a one-on-one combat, you know, like, beat someone up. But she did have a way of, imposing herself. Like, she did create this presence when she was in the room.
None stand before the night.
Yeah, Janeway is the typical corporate executive. Yeah, but you know, like the Sigourney from Aliens, like she doesn't project femininity to me. It doesn't feel like I would want to be in a relationship with her. Gabriel from Xena would be an example of a more interesting woman. Talizora Vas Normandy from Mass Effect.
It's locked.
Yeah.
Kill the Jedi brothers.
This auto-locking feature, maybe I should disable it. Morrigan from Dragon Age was really good. Well, Big Chigas, I don't know, I'm having fun with this. Why did they spawn just now?
Cannot stand against us.
Okay, this is stupid. They're supposed to spawn when I'm at the base of the fucking stairs, not when I'm above, so they spawn behind me. God damn. I hate what they did to Liliana in the third Dragon Age. Like, they should spawn here. And I'm too tired and too hungry to play this game properly. If I die one more time, I'll stop for today.
Running away. Move forward. I got you.
I mean, one thing's for sure, these guys are much more tougher than stormtroopers. Can I not reflect? Yeah, I can. Oh, they got... Okay, so they have one where you can't reflect it. Jesus!
Outsider!
Man.
BD, here.
What I love about Star Wars is how people with outdated technology like maces and bows are worse than stormtroopers. Not listening, Neomix. What? Where? Where am I getting shot from? Oh. Yeah, okay, I'm way too hungry for this and tired, so thank you guys for watching, and hopefully tomorrow I'll get through this section.